On this week's episode,
she's not traumatized. She's fucking horny.
No, she's not.
She's horny. By the end of this movie, she is horny.
It's Harry Potter.
Why do I give a fuck about Harry Potter?
It's the best-selling children's book of all time.
Okay.
In the movies, did like
This is a
$3
horror
billion.
podcast, and no one gives a flying fuck about Harry Potter. One of the biggest flaws with this movie is there was not enough cock. There wasn't any cock. All there was this crazy bitch running around with a fucking meat cleaver, which, by the way, is excellent. I had to go get my eyes done.
Tom got labiaplasty.
I
in his
did
eyes.
not get labiaplasty. I had upper bleph. They really did detail on the mask because it just kind of opens, and there's a nice gash.
I guess.
And then she starts
That's
chopping.
what Harry Reems said.
Shut up. Go.
Okay, we're recording.
All right, welcome back. Today, I'm sitting here with Tom, and we've got 3 new movies for you.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about Freeway with Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland, Demented from 1980 with Harry Reems and no one else
Harry
that anyone knows.
Reems. I love Reems.
And finally, we're going to move up to this year to the new M. Night Shyamalan, Knock at the Cabin.
Which I won't do. Which
right.
I won't knock.
No knocking. Okay, so let's start with Freeway today. So Freeway, 1996, directed by Matthew Bright, who also wrote it. He also wrote the sequel and directed the sequel.
Super boring.
Let me give a little description before you start blabbing.
Super boring.
Reese Witherspoon in a very young role. Kiefer Sutherland. We've got some great cameos. Amanda Plummer, Brooke Shields, Dan Hedaya. It's really fun. There is a ton of great stuff going on in this movie.
Best thing about her, though, is, let's be real, is that she is embarrassed by this film, and Reese Witherspoon is so super slutty. That's the best thing about this movie.
I don't think she's embarrassed. I think she's nervous because it's so sleazy.
Yeah, it's a sleaze-fest, and and at that point in her career, she's like, "Let's do this." And now
it's like her second or third
now
movie.
she's
yeah.
Miss Congeniality or whatever. I mean,
That's Sandra Bullock.
the same fucking thing. I mean, these fucking people. I don't know. I watched this movie with Dave at Dave's house, and the best thing about this movie was sitting next to Dave with the cat in between us, feeling fuzzy and warm with my straight husband, because this movie was a fucking bore fest. A bore. Kiefer Sutherland, I can't even say his name right. I don't know what it was for me. It just felt so boring. I hate to keep using that word, but all right, go ahead. Synopsis.
Okay, so Reese Witherspoon lives with her mom and her shitty stepdad, and basically goes on a road trip after her parents are arrested. And it sort of sets up a Little Red Riding Hood metaphor where she ends up meeting a roadside killer, Kiefer Sutherland, and then hijinks ensue. They're on the road. Someone gets arrested. They go to prison for a little bit, so we get a Women in Prisons movie. Then they get released, and we get some cops chasing after her. The entire time, it's really sleazy. It's really violent. And
Is it though? Compared to other things that you and I have both seen, do you really find it to be that violent?
For a mainstream movie with those people in it?
This is after Lost Boys, right? I keep forgetting.
Yeah. Lost Boys was 87.
Yeah.
This is like...
Yeah, this is downtown. I don't
But this
know.
is very like... The dialogue between Kiefer and Reese when they're in the car together is just... He's asking her these really personal questions about what her stepdad has done to her, and it's just... It feels really uncomfortable in spots, but she is so believable and such a good actress that it's the only thing that makes this movie work.
I agree with all those points. I just find the movie to be very you can just tell what's going to happen next. Reese Witherspoon is super super sexy in this, and she gives a great portrayal. But like honestly, I didn't find it exciting. Like I was waiting for it to end.
Okay.
I was like, when is this ending? And I hate that when I'm in a movie. And the thing is, if I'm being completely honest, I do like Reese Witherspoon. She did a movie called Wild. Amazing, amazing movie. If you guys get a chance, check that out. And I do like her, but I just found this movie to be just set up so you knew what was going to happen next. I do like the Women in Prison vibe, though, on it.
Yeah, but I would also say if you have a chance, get the Vinegar Syndrome disc, the 4K.
Yeah.
Because it's really beautiful looking print, and it's the unrated directors. So what we watched was actually a little more gruesome than what most people have seen.
Right.
But I mean, the Brooke Shields having Brooke Shields
Yeah.
show up as a cameo and then
No,
like-
I totally get it, and I think it's not that I didn't enjoy it. It was just another side of Reese Witherspoon that it was shocking, but I was also like, you know what, it makes sense now that she doesn't want to talk about it.
I mean, I could see that.
But
I wish she
what was
would
her big
because
movie?
she's
What was her big movie?
Legally Blonde.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I know Reese.
Yeah.
So this was like
She's done a lot of movies.
I mean,
since
I guess for anybody that's a Reese Witherspoon Witherspoon fan, go back and go see Freeway because it's completely. Oh, Election was good too. She's had better movies. She was great in American Psycho, but she had a side gig in that. But she was great in that.
She was barely in that though.
She was good though
Yeah.
for the little role she had. She's
a very good actress. But I think this is just. I mean, her and Kiefer really carry it because he comes across like the sleazy serial killer that he is.
Yeah.
But on top of that, by the end, he's trying to be all like Mr. Pity because he gets injured. She fucks him up really
I like
bad.
the lip thing that they did with him.
Oh, when he got he's all fucked up by the end.
By the time he's in the courthouse, it's not that I felt bad for the guy, but I was just like, wow, he's really good at what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's making everyone think that he's the victim.
Oh yeah, he does a good job with it. But the cops that are in it are kind of fun. They throw all this stuff together in it. For me, it really worked. It was a great hour.
I mean,
and a
check
half.
it out.
Yeah.
I would say check it out, but like I wouldn't run to the TV saying, "Oh, I got to see Freeway."
Now, we haven't watched it yet, but I'm just going to mention it. So Freeway 2, same director and writer. It switches it up and it has Natasha Lyonne in it. So anyone who's recently watched her in Poker Face, which she's great in, this is another one of her early roles, and she's really good in it too. But I think we're going to come back to this in the future because I really want to watch it.
Is that on Vinegar as well?
It is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They didn't make that a box set.
No.
No, they kind of they just did separate
so.
release.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I mean, it's worth watching. So have fun with that.
I would definitely say, the Little Red Riding Hood vibe is kind of fun throughout. Because they doctor it up. There's a scene where she's dressed in red and she has a little basket, and it's
She's
just
really hot.
It's cute. Yeah, Reese is definitely hot.
She's hot.
But there's some good violence. There's a lot of great dialogue. So just give it a shot.
Moving forward.
Okay. So next, here we go.
Perfect.
A movie that Tom made me watch.
I just rewatched this morning, literally this morning, and still love this movie.
1980, Demented, directed by Arthur Jeffries, who, according to IMDb, never did anything else.
He did it?
Never.
Wow.
Not a project. And you can tell why after seeing this.
It's a great movie.
Please.
Demented, don't get it twisted with any. When you go look it up on Tubi or whatever you guys go to on your platforms, Demented 1980. Okay.
Yes, and it has Harry Reems, who used to be an adult star.
Huge dick.
One of the reasons this didn't work for being released by the studios was because of his name. They felt too scared
Huge
to release
dick.
it. Well, not in this. You can't tell.
I know. One of the biggest flaws with this movie is there was not enough cock. There wasn't any cock. All there was this crazy bitch running around with a fucking meat cleaver, which, by the way, is excellent. Excellent choice of weaponry. She was scary with it. Like, we'll get into all the synopsis in a second, but you have to see this movie. This woman is running around the house with a fucking meat cleaver, wearing stockings and heels. Basically, that's it. She's fucking killing people. She's just hot. She's hot. She's 1980 hot. You got to see it. And her husband's a cheating mess.
Yes.
And
So-
he's a porn star in another world.
Yeah. All right. So I'll give you the quick synopsis. It opens with a woman that we know nothing about being gang raped at a horse stable.
Yeah.
Reason Tom loves it. We've got rape revenge coming up.
Guys, got to see this movie.
The rape scene is not very graphic, so
But it's no. It's not graphic, but it's done very right. The way they show the belt buckles, the unzipping of the pant. Basically, they're showing 5 torsos, and then they zoom to her lying in the hay, and then they go back to the torsos, and all it needs is a fucking cock shot. But it doesn't get there, right? There's no cock, but the brain goes to cock because all you're seeing is 5 bulges, and then boom.
yeah, and then it's over.
It was done well.
She's traumatized. She ends up in a
She's not traumatized. She's fucking horny.
No, she's not.
Horny. By the end of this movie, she is horny.
It makes her go crazy.
Right, but
so
she's
they put her in a
horny.
sanitarium.
Horny and crazy?
Her husband.
Horny and crazy?
No.
Kind of the same thing?
No.
No? Well, then I'm shit out of luck.
Yeah. So she's in a sanitarium. Her husband, Harry Reems, picks her up, brings her home, thinking that she's dealt with this and she's, I don't want to say gotten over it because she'll never get over it, but she's doing better.
Yeah.
But we find out she's not.
Right.
The entire time he is still cheating on her with
Another hot chick.
Another hot chick. She's much hotter.
Much
than the
hotter.
Main star.
Yeah, but I have to go back to the.
So we get a lot of sex scenes with Harry Reems and the side chick.
Yeah.
And
well, you don't get sex scenes. You're basically getting sheets covered in a lot of like fuck faces.
yeah, she's naked in it.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
See, I remember if there's a naked woman in it, not if there's a cock shot.
Yeah. Naked women.
Yeah.
You know.
So he's with her. She's trying to talk him into getting a divorce, but the entire time he just leaves the wife at home, who's slowly going crazy again, thinking that the neighborhood kids are breaking in. They're breaking in to scare her.
Right.
But she thinks it's the rapists whenever she sees them.
Right. So clear this up. Is this all coincidental? So like she gets gang banged in the beginning, right in the beginning of the movie by
No,
5.
it's gang raped. Gang bang is something
right.
that's willing and consensual.
Well, it kind of was. It felt.
No,
okay.
it did not.
It felt willing. No.
No.
It had
She's screaming and saying no.
I don't know. She's smiling in a few of those shots, but that's just me. Okay. So she's getting gang raped immediately in the beginning of this movie.
Yes.
And then it turns into she's traumatized.
Yep.
Okay, let's clear this all up.
Yep.
So she's traumatized. And now she's got a whole nother set of twinks, because that's what they were. They were a bunch of little blonde twinks coming after her that have no correlation to the original gang.
Correct. It was
that bothers me.
It was some neighbor kids.
Right. No,
who
I know.
They knew she was out of the sanitarium.
Right.
So they were doing it just to fuck with her and scare her.
Right.
But it triggers her into turning into like, I need to kill them because she thought it was the rapists coming
Right,
after
but
her.
those kids' intent was to rape her.
No. They wanted nothing to do other than to scare her. That's
okay.
why they kept apologizing, like, please don't kill us.
Right,
We just
right.
want to scare you and
Right,
leave.
got you. What confused me with this movie is that I was kind of hoping that the original gang was going to come back.
No, it's
That would have, but don't you think that would have made more sense?
No, it would have been too coincidental. How would that have happened? They would have found her like 50 miles somewhere else or something.
Oh, that's right. She wasn't at home.
No.
She was at the stables.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would have made no sense. But so
Okay, I'm having a tough time following this. The more we discuss it, but it literally there was a lot going on.
So she starts having hallucinations that these kids who are local are the original gang kids, and all they do is break in and try to scare her. And next thing you know, she is panicking and trying to kill them.
Yeah, I like the scene where she takes the wire and puts it around his dick, and she's holding the wire, and he's like, "Please, please don't." I'm just like, I don't think I've seen that anywhere.
No, it was well done.
There were some crafty killing scenes in this.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you tell me, I haven't seen a meat cleaver. I mean, maybe, but not the way she used
Meat
it.
Cleaver Massacre.
Yeah, no, that's not a movie.
It
I mean,
is a movie.
It's a movie, but it's nothing worth seeing. But like the way there is this one image in the movie I have to explain. So one of the kids is creeping up on the sliding glass window, and she's sitting on the other side of the glass window in the kitchen with her leg up. All she's got is a garter on, and she's got the meat cleaver, and she's laughing. Her laugh is so fucking sinister, Dave. I don't know if you remember it, but she had the most excellent, creepy.
That's the only
fun
thing
house.
she had going for her because she couldn't.
She was
act.
very believable. I thought she was very scary. She's very demented. She was very demented. The biggest problem I had is how quickly and abruptly it ended. It ended so abruptly.
Yeah, because we sat through 40 minutes of the pseudo sex with Harry Reems and the girlfriend.
There was a lot of coffee
You thought
talk.
Freeway was slow and you couldn't wait till the end?
Yeah, I don't know.
This movie could have been 35 minutes long.
Freeway, you know what? I'm not a big Hollywood guy. I like things that are not edited right. I like things
You like things you saw as a kid and you have emotional attachments to them.
Totally. But I also like things that, like, I like seeing a boom mic. If you look carefully in the movie Demented, she's at one point up in her bedroom and there's a mirror and she walks across the mirror and then afterwards you can see someone else walk across. And I'm like, well, is that the dude that's going to bang her or is that like one of the techs?
It's probably tech.
Right, it's probably a tech.
Yeah.
But I find it awesome that this movie was made in 1980 and as soon as it was made, I'm sure it was like drive-in for like, what, a week and then gone.
Yeah, I can't imagine
I don't think there was any. Oh, also, the great thing about this movie, in my opinion, is the masks. The killers all wear masks, and it's creepy as hell. And the original
Tom says killers. The kids that are trying to scare her.
Yeah, well, I look at them as killers because their intent is not safe.
Right, but
So-
the masks are great.
I do love those masks.
Yep.
Those masks, if for anything, guys,
Yeah.
if you watch Demented, watch it just for the masks that the the people are wearing. But also they use the pantyhose in the beginning.
Yes.
That I don't know. I found that to be very sexual.
Yeah.
The pantyhose is so 1980s. It's like, really? We're just gonna.
I feel like every like rapist killer in the late 70s, early 80s always was throwing pantyhose over his face.
Don't answer the phone.
Yeah, and there's other ones too that I'm blanking on.
I can't think of his name, but Don't Answer the Phone. The killer in Don't Answer the Phone was total pantyhose.
Yeah.
There was a lot of pantyhose going on in the 80s. I think that was the thing.
Yeah.
Put on the pantyhose, rape people, and
Get revenge.
Get revenge.
Someone's going to get revenge.
Yeah.
Whether it's the woman or, say, Death Wish, but who knows?
I really, really like this movie. It is on Blu-ray. If you like sleaze and you like things that are really not good, but you have a thing for that, then this is the movie for you. Demented is slow, but I do think the lead character actress is amazing. I think that the location, the way they used the Hollywood Hills kind of home was
amazing
great.
compared to like.
I'm not comparing it. I'm comparing it to what I like. I think Demented definitely stands out versus a lot of my other slashers that I like.
But there's hardly any killing in it. There's like 2 deaths.
The killings in it are awesome. When she takes the meat cleaver to the kid with the mask outside
and hits him in the side of the neck.
No, the other one outside. And then she takes the mask off. As she's taking the mask off, they really did detail on the mask because it just kind of opens and there's a nice gash.
I guess.
And then she starts chopping.
That's what Harry Reems said.
Now who's being a dirty
I
little slut?
I know. I thought of you, so
and
I
you
had
all
to say
think
it.
I'm the dirty little slut. Oh, Dave. So I just think that there was enough blood and violence. I think there was enough sex, revenge, kind of. There's a lot going on here. Highly recommend it for not great reasons, but I definitely think it's worth a watch. Who released this, by the way? It wasn't Vinegar.
I would not recommend it. It's slow. The killings are barely there.
There's blood.
There's a little bit of blood, but to get to it, you sat through an hour of her walking around the house being like, I'm losing my mind.
There is a little bit of nostalgia for me. I mean, this goes back to like Del Padre on Worthington Street, pointing to the cardboard VHS box and the lady looking at me and handing it to me going, is your mother here? And I'm like, yes. And then she would let me have the Demented VHS.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing this box. It didn't look familiar to me.
This box was out there.
Really?
This box was out there. And that cover, guys, check out the cover. Go on Google and type in Demented 1980. The artwork is amazing. If that cover doesn't make you want to watch this movie, then you're not into what I'm
true.
into.
That's how they get you.
It was a great cover.
87 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
and it could have been 42.
I don't know. Like you always say, if they had money and they did it a little differently, this could be a great movie. But they don't make these kind of movies anymore. They don't make rape revenge movies. I mean, what's the last time you've seen a movie where a woman goes out and kills all of her rapists?
Didn't we get I think Scully from X-Files, there was a Gillian Anderson one a few years back where same thing. And we got the remake of Death Wish.
Yeah, I guess Eye for an Eye with Sally Field and Kiefer Sutherland. Remember that one?
Wasn't that 40 years ago? Didn't you say recent?
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of recent. It's like, I don't know.
That's not recent.
It's not?
No, recent.
Eye for an Eye is not recent? No. Wow. Okay, good to know. Highly recommend. Watch Demented. It's fucking hot. It's 80s sleaze sexy. It's everything that I'm into. God, Harry Reems was so handsome. Let's just talk about him for a second.
That is a giant mustache.
And a giant dick.
Yeah.
He had a great piece, and he had a great mustache. Those mustaches, we got to bring those back. You got to shave and just keep your mustache.
No.
Dave, that's what it is. We got to shave everything but the mustache.
No.
The girls will love it.
I don't think the girls love that.
The ladies will love it.
No.
Can I say ladies?
You can say ladies.
Just not in certain towns.
Yeah. Oh, no, that mustache is huge.
And yeah, he was handsome, though. Harry Reems was a big-time porn star.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
was in everything. I mean, he was in Deep
great.
Throat. That's the whole thing.
Well, I mean, he was the go-to.
Yeah.
You know, he looks like he's living well. Is he dead?
He's dead.
Oh, wow.
He died of, I think, diabetes or something like that.
Yeah, he was great. Harry Reems in Demented, I think he was excited, too. I think when he was offered this role, he's like, oh, I get to do a legit movie, you know?
I mean, I think that's what he was hoping for. It just never really worked out.
Yeah. And like you said, the director never made anything else, so.
No.
Unless it's under a pseudonym or a different name.
I couldn't find anything, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, I loved it.
All right.
I'm glad we reviewed it,
Yeah.
and I've always wanted to talk about this movie. Last thing I'll say is I was so excited when this came out on Blu-ray, Dave. Oh my God, when this came out. No, I know it's funny, but I remember being like, this will never get a release. Those are those of you that collect physical media when your movies get released on Blu-ray or 4K. It's so exciting because usually the movies you like won't see the light of day.
Right.
And when Demented got released, I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm going to get to own this? So,
yeah.
And then Tubi wasn't far behind.
Right.
Tubi brought it out, and I was like, wow, we should just worship Tubi at this point. Dave hates Tubi because it has low quality.
Yeah, the prints are always so terrible. I'm like, I can't watch this.
It's free.
I'd rather not see a movie than have it be free and look that bad.
Okay, well, you're a snob when it comes to that shit. But I love that I can go home and just literally talk into my remote and say Demented, and boom, there it is. It doesn't get any better.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we've got another one.
We do?
We have a modern movie.
We do have a modern movie.
Yes, the new M. Night Shyamalan.
Batista.
Yes.
Batista,
so Knock at the Cabin.
Batista's looking so fine. If anything else we talk about today, what's his name? John? Is it John Batista? I don't know what his fucking name is.
Good Lord.
Good Lord. I don't give a shit. He's hot.
It's Dave Batista.
Dave Batista, John, Mike, Joe, fucking Mary. Batista's hot. Hot as fuck in this movie.
So, Knock at the Cabin, 2023.
And of course, I tell Dave this the other day. I'm like, because we don't discuss movies outside of, this podcast anymore, which sucks. And I'm like, God, Batista. And Dave's like, yeah, I don't think he's. What did you say? He was.
I said he looked kind of fat.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I know he's big and muscular, but it's like it just looks heavy to me.
No, does he? I think he's fucking fine. My God, that's a man. Okay, go ahead. Dave's going to give us the rundown.
So this came out with a lot of fanfare. Only the second Shyamalan R-rated movie. The trailer came out. People were real excited. It's based on a novel. The basic premise is this couple with their daughter going to a cabin in the woods to relax, and 4 people show up and tell them that they have to. One of them amongst the 3 has to basically die willingly, or we're going to see the end of the world. And every time that they ask them to do it and they say, no, we're not going to kill one of ourselves, something horrific happens throughout the world.
You're making such good eye contact with me. It's all about the eye contact with Dave. I'm getting lost in all this fucking eye contact. Why are you looking at me so hard?
Because I'm telling you the story.
My God, it's just like I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. I'm just like, Dave's looking at me. Yes. And then I look over at Adam, and Adam has no interest in looking at me. Yeah. It's fine. Yes. I'm sensitive.
So
continue.
No, so that's basically it. So that's what we
fucking staring at me.
So that's what we got from the trailer. And
you got perfect symmetry too, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Dave's eyes. I had to pay for perfect symmetry. That's all I'm going to say. I had to go get my eyes done.
Tom got labiaplasty in
I
his
did
eyes.
not get labiaplasty. I had upper bleph, and I'm fine with telling people
Didn't they cut off extra skin?
They cut off all the extra skin on my upper eyelids, and I've got perfect eyelids now. Yeah. But I look at people like you, and I'm like, God, it's just, there's the noise.
No, that's fine.
You have perfect upper eyes.
Well, thank you.
I just since we're staring at each other. Sorry, guys.
No. So I'm glad I never noted that about my eyes. So that's nice.
You do.
I always thought that my eyelids don't open enough, so it looks like my eyes are always squinty.
No, I mean, when I literally look at you right now, your eyelids, you can see if you were to put makeup on, you could see the makeup. Okay. If I did not do this to my eyes, hoods.
Yeah.
Hoods.
Yeah.
Lids in the hood.
Yeah.
All right.
So
all right, getting back.
Yeah. No.
Sorry.
No. That's fine.
Ahead.
So the trailer, people got real excited. It looked really exciting. The movie opens and does nothing.
It bombed.
It didn't do well at all. And no clue why, other than people came out and they were like, eh. And it was interesting. So when we finally got to watch it, I actually really enjoyed this. I thought what we saw in the trailer was exactly what we got. If I could change one thing, I wouldn't say that I'm satisfied with the ending, but I get it.
What's the book ending? That's what I want to ask
That I don't know.
Okay, we don't know, and I wish we did. But there's a different ending.
We need to read.
We need to read. Sorry. Don't fucking judge us. This is a fun podcast.
I do read.
I know you read. Listen, Mr. Perfect Eyelids. I know you do. This is a fun podcast, and we're not here for anything but a good time. That being said, I like this film. I think it's good. I think
the 4 people were great.
The 4 people are great. It was believable. I really liked the Andrew character. more than anything else. He was the dominant male
Yeah.
of the gay couple.
Was that the aggressive guy?
Yeah, the aggressive guy. I liked him.
Oh my God.
I know. I
He
liked
was so
him.
fucking annoying.
I liked him because he was taking care of it. He was handling his shit.
He was
If you and I were
he was panicking about over.
I'm telling you, he that's exactly what I would have done. I'd been focused on getting the gun and getting these motherfuckers out of my house. I don't give a shit about the world ending because I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Right.
You showing up at my house and threatening my family and telling us one of us has to die.
And then when they
you need to go.
And then when they showed you the news and
No, I
planes are falling,
understand. I understand that later on. But what I'm saying is, me personally, in that situation,
You would've killed us all.
I would have fucking killed everybody, and I'd have been like, I'm gonna eat ants and listen to Cher for the rest of my life. That's what I'm gonna do.
all right.
But it was a good movie. I just think the ending was weak.
Yeah, I mean, I get where the ending went, but I would like to see what the book one was because it was definitely something. It was just okay. But up until then, the four of them, the little girl was great.
She's great.
Yeah.
Guys, watch this movie. He's got better movies than this, though. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
Signs is a much better movie.
Well, yeah, that was this.
That was his, yeah. And I didn't really like The Happening, but I did like. Didn't he do Devil?
No, he just produced that.
Okay,
I
that
like
was-
The Village a lot.
The
I know people
thank
hate
you.
The Village, but
No,
I like
no. You and I agree on something.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
I do like The Village.
we should review that because that was a stellar movie.
And actually, when we go back, that has such an interesting cast because there's so many people now who are popular.
Oh yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard, Adrian Brody,
The best thing about
who you didn't know who he was when we saw
Right.
the 65 poster. You're like, who's that guy?
Yeah, no clue. I won't get into The Village. All I'll say is that when she got over the fence and went into the real world, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
It just blew my mind. That's all I'm going to say. Watch The Village.
Yeah.
Knock at the Cabin. Batista, shockingly, very super
He's really
talented.
good.
You know, he's a wrestler.
Yeah, he needs to be in more movies where
Yeah.
he's not like.
When did this all happen?
Well,
Like, how did this happen?
he started doing the Marvel movies,
Okay, I didn't know any of that.
right? And then with
Was
that,
he acting in that, though? Or was
I
he
mean,
just kind of marveling?
he's kind of dry, funny in it. His character, he's a muscular guy, but he's dry and funny.
See, okay, yeah, his
And then-
hair looks different there.
And then, yeah, now with hair, his doesn't look like he's got a brain that's all oozing in it.
Yeah. I think it's a tattoo. I think
Maybe
he
it
got
was.
tattooed on his head.
For the
and
movie?
yeah, I don't know. And it just looks like things are oozing from his head.
Yeah,
When you see Knock
it
at
was
the
all
Cabin.
wrinkly. He looked like
Yeah.
what's that stuff like coral?
Yeah, his head definitely had some weird shit going
Yeah.
on. I don't know if it was just for that movie or if it's his wrestling tattoos. But I thought this guy was just a wrestler, and I used to dismiss him because I do watch WWE on Monday nights because the guys are hot. But I always thought, oh, it's Batista. So when I heard he was in a movie like this, I was like, what?
But
This guy can act.
yeah, in the stuff that he's had to act, he's been good. Like Glass Onion, I thought he was really good in.
Never saw that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
He was good in the James Bond movie for a little bit. I mean, he was still a tough guy, but he was good in that.
Yeah.
I did not like the My Spy, the one where he was the spy with the little girl. That was kind of a little goofy. I know you wouldn't have watched that.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
But then most of it's action. But he's solid. When you see him, he's giving it his all. He's not being
Yeah.
But you know who I love to is in this
Who?
is Ron Weasley.
Who's Ron Weasley?
See, this is what we have a problem with. People are going to laugh.
What's Ron Weasley?
Yeah, it's Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
No. Why do I give a fuck about Harry Potter?
it's the best-selling children's book of all time.
Okay.
In the movies, did
This
like
is a
$3
horror
billion.
podcast, and no one gives a flying
It's-
fuck about Harry Potter. In
There's
my world.
there's creatures and people are dying, and there's
So Batista's in a Harry Potter movie.
no
Okay, who are we talking about? Because you
Ron Weasley.
Okay, which one is he in this movie?
Ron is the redheaded kid.
Oh, he's the homophobe.
Yeah.
That's another angle I really enjoyed about this because I thought they were going to go somewhere with that, and they really didn't.
Yeah,
They didn't go anywhere. Like they showed him getting beat up and
Right.
bottled up,
and we weren't sure if he did it because he was a homophobe or because he was just an
see-
obnoxious guy from South
But
Boston.
Dave, that also led me to believe
when he was
Andrew's character more than anybody else's because like Andrew's onto something here. This guy's connected, and his ID doesn't really say
Yeah.
Redman,
right.
Redman, or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
It says his real name.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, I'm believing Andrew out of all this.
yeah.
And also at the end, I also thought that the other guy, the other dad, was going to be the I thought when he was going to come up, it was going to be him.
Oh
For some reason.
no,
So-
he sacrificed himself because the guy that you like would never have sacrificed himself. He's too
Selfish.
much of an asshole.
He's
yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's just selfish.
Yeah.
He was like
The other guy was very sweet.
But yeah, I enjoyed it.
But
I thought it was fun. I'm shocked that it didn't do well. I thought it was going to make some serious money, but
yeah, I mean the trailer was so interesting,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure. I haven't talked to enough people to find out why they didn't like it.
I want to know how M. Night Shyamalan is getting to keep doing what he's doing.
Because worldwide, he probably makes enough money.
Okay, because to me, it looks like his movies are not popular.
Well, Old was huge.
Old was huge. Good movie, by the way. I thought it was a good movie. No, I enjoyed it. But I don't understand how he's getting to be him.
Well, because he's
Like Knock at the Cabin got huge press. It got lots of theaters.
He's got a name though. That's all it takes.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. And he's trying to do the Alfred Hitchcock thing too, which I think is kind of funny.
Oh, when he shows up and everything.
Yeah, he's like in Knock at the Cabin. When they show the TV, he's on like a QVC, HSN kind of thing, and I'm like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
And like in Old, he plays one of the tourist people.
Yeah.
He's always there, which is it's kind of cool.
It's fine.
But it's been done.
Yeah. No, it's fine though. I like that he does that.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. I think the character development was good. I think the 4 people that come to the cabin are really good. I just wanted more of an ending.
Okay.
I understand the ending, and I understand that the ending is like, okay, we saved the world.
Yep.
But it's just like, damn it, can't we just be a little more selfish and just, I don't know, I really related to the Andrew character.
Okay.
I really did. I was just like, I understand that he's like, I'm protecting my family.
Because are you angry and you think everyone's out to get you?
Could be.
All right.
You know, a little bit. No, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying.
I relate to the fact, like, if this was me in that situation, I wouldn't believe anything you were telling me.
Okay.
I would be like, I need to protect my family. I need to get my gun, and I need to get you out of here.
Yeah.
Regardless of
and
what
I felt like, I was like, man, I just wish
Dave,
they
you're
would.
trying to tell me if they showed you that shit on TV, you would believe it?
Yes.
And you would go kill yourself?
No, you can't kill yourself. You have to decide if you're going to die. That's why his partner was not selfish and accepted death. And he was selfish. And he just kept blabbing those stories. And I was just like, dude, you're so obnoxious. Can we just kill you?
I don't know. Okay, so if you and I were in this situation, I'd be like, Dave, you know you have to decide to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm not dying.
Yeah.
I'm not dying for these people.
No.
That's just who I am.
For the whole world?
I don't know.
You don't think the one is more important than the...
No, it is. Look, I'm not stupid. I know you all think I am, but I'm not stupid. I just don't see the big picture when I'm in a particular situation. This movie puts you in a particular immediate situation where you have to make a decision. And when you make that decision,
it has consequences.
It has consequences, but you don't really know if those consequences are true or if they're really happening, regardless of the TV in the background showing that the planes are coming down and the world's ending and there's a plague. I would still be looking at my child and my husband and being like, this is what's important to me. I need to protect this.
I get that.
And that's it, period. Like, I don't go any further. And there was another point, too, where I was like, in this movie, I feel like one of them could have got away. I feel like there was opportunity for someone to run.
But that didn't work.
It didn't work, but it could have. If they had allowed, like, obviously they're not. It's like, because you know me, I love those movies where people get away.
Yeah.
And they're not dumb enough to come back.
Yeah.
But
they don't, I mean, the story didn't, they can't get away because it doesn't jive with the story.
Right.
Like,
no,
someone has to die.
I know. And I think I was dreading that.
Yeah.
Because I knew that a part of me was hoping everyone was going to live. Yeah. Not the 4 people, but like the family was going to live.
Yeah.
But I knew that wasn't going to happen. I knew that there was just going to be some weird, depressing ending, and everyone's like, "Yay, the world gets to survive." It's like, yeah, but you didn't see what was going on in the woods, you know.
Doesn't matter.
But I enjoyed it. I think it was way high budget, lots of money.
I mean, I'm not sure.
I think it felt it. It felt very high. It felt very Hollywood.
Really?
Oh yeah, it felt very, very Hollywood to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What makes it feel Hollywood to you?
The quality of the film, like the location, the overall where it was done. It felt it felt like it had money. It just and having Batista. I mean, Batista, you know, he's not like, he is famous.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like he's famous.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not cheap.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like there was enough.
I don't think he's expensive though.
Well, I think he's a couple million. Right?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's got to be. I mean, he's WWE.
Not anymore.
Right. Well, obviously.
Now he's the Marvel guy.
Yeah. What Marvel was he in?
Oh, good Lord. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy and all the Avengers movies.
Wow, you're so pompous.
Well, it's just, there's these movies.
Just because I don't like Marvel doesn't mean I
get you don't like Marvel, but it's like, when you have like 30 of these movies that have made like $10 billion and you've never, the only guy in America who liked Morbius right here.
I loved Morbius. We're going to review Morbius.
Oh, good.
Morbius. Jared Leto, guys. 30 Seconds to Mars.
Terrible.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Bad band, bad movie.
Jared Leto is very talented. He won an Oscar. Let's just go there.
He was good in that role.
He was great in that movie.
Yeah.
And I hate McConaughey, so that's another
But
thing.
McConaughey is amazing.
Yeah, but has he won an Oscar? Yeah, I don't think so.
He could have.
Yeah, he was in Frailty.
I mean, just look at it this way. Jared Leto probably wouldn't have won an Oscar if he didn't have McConaughey to work off of.
You know, I agree. McConaughey's good. He's just too Hollywood.
You say everyone's Hollywood.
Yeah, they are. I'd much rather watch Demented.
Oh, it's terrible. All right. Okay, I think we're it for this time. There's nothing else to say.
No,
We've said it all.
I just want to take a second to thank Adam.
No.
He's been wonderful. If you guys are enjoying this podcast, tell your friends, tell your family, wear your earbuds.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Wear your earbuds.
Yeah. And follow us on Twitter. Oh, yeah. We're on Apple. We're streaming on Apple. We're streaming on Spotify. So yeah, take a look.
We're trying to
Listen
get everywhere.
To it. Yeah.
And let everybody know.
And if there's something you don't like, there's a movie you want us to review, let us know, and maybe I can talk Tom into it because he's picky.
Yeah, if you have a favorite horror film, that's a really good idea, Dave.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Wow, that was off the cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys have something you want us to review, please just throw it in the Facebook comments, throw it in the Spotify comments.
The Twitter comments.
Twitter comments?
Tweet it out to us.
Tweet. Okay, yeah.
At To Hell WT Pod.
At To Hell WTPOD.
Yeah.
Okay, at To Hell WPOD. Yeah, that's a really nice setup, Adam. But yeah, just let us know what movies you're thinking.
Our producer is probably better than us.
Yeah, he's way better than us. He's so advanced. Super cute, too.
I'm like,
so.
how do you tweet?
Yeah, I know. Adam's like, Tom, you need to go on Twitter. I'm like, my Twitter is like infected with bad stuff. I have to delete it and I have to start over.
Yeah.
Because I don't want any, you like one thing on Twitter, then all of a sudden it's like, boom.
Yeah.
You're that person.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say on that. But yeah,
Cool.
That's a really good idea, though. I'm going to just say it one more time. If you guys have a movie you like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. And that's awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening.
Thanks.
And
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
see you next
All right.
next week.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.